Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from sacredsoulempowerment.com. Here to do your weekly intuitive reading for Monday, January 18th through Sunday, January 24th, 2021. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Yin Yang Oracle deck by Stellara for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Lantern Oracle deck by Angelina Mirabito. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at, excuse me, your stones of choice for the week. Now, these are all special intention pendants. There's some new ones here that I have recently put up on my shop page on my website. So if you want to see these in the description close up and some of the other ones that are newly up there, then please go to my website and take a look. But this one is beautiful snowflake obsidian. Now, obsidian, as we know, is a black stone, a dark black stone. And this one is called snowflake obsidian because you can see these little white splotches on it that look like snowflakes. And of course, they occur in different areas here of the pendant of the stone. And the snowflake obsidian, I'm going to give you actually the special intentions that I have infused into these. This snowflake obsidian is, of course, wrapped in silver wire, and it's Reiki charged with the number 8, the number of strength, protection, and power. It's infused with the qualities of Scorpio for empowerment, transformation, and transmuting lower energies. The element of Earth for grounding, security, and manifestation. And it's infused with the energies of Archangel Michael, Archangel of psychic protection, and leading one to the next step on their highest destiny path. Your second special intention pendant of choice here is this beautiful amber. And this is wrapped in silver wire. And this amber is Reiki charged also with the vibration of the number 8, number of success in career, business, and finances. The energies of the planet Pluto, the planet of taking back and or owning our own spiritual power. The activation of the solar plexus chakra for courage, confidence, and willpower. And it's infused with the energies also of Archangel Michael for protection, releasing of lower energies, and moving forward on the next step of your destiny path. And then the last stone of choice here is this powerful aqua aura quartz. And the aqua aura quartz is wrapped in silver as well. It's been Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 22. The number of spiritual power on all planes, and the energy of the master builder. This is infused with the energies of Uranus, the planet of higher dimensional energies in connection to the God mind. The opening and balancing of the throat, ears, and crown chakras for speaking one's truth, increased clairaudience, and receiving higher information and messages from the angelic realm. And with Archangel Michael's energy of protection against psychic attack and energy drain, as well as leading one to the next step on their destiny path. I didn't realize that all of them were Archangel Michael. Isn't that interesting? I just intuitively picked those. Okay, so your stones of choice for this week are the snowflake obsidian, the amber, or the aqua aura. So let's go ahead and talk about the astrological energies for the week. We start out on Tuesday, the 19th of January, and the sun, which is how we shine our light, right? It rules our ego and personality. It rules our creative endeavors. It is moving into the sign of Aquarius. So now we have 4 planets in Aquarius. We have Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. They moved into Aquarius the second half of December 2020. They stay there a longer time, Jupiter for the whole year of 2021, and Saturn will stay in Aquarius for 2.5 years. Mercury, not too long ago, also entered the sign of Aquarius, and it will be there an extra long time because it's going to go retrograde in Aquarius at the end of this month of January. Now we have the sun moving into Aquarius as well, and Aquarius is this energy that rules humanitarian endeavors, networking, connecting with groups of like mind or with a similar vision of how to help the collective of humanity. It's about independence. It's about being your own unique self, an authentic self, beating to the beat of your own drum, maybe being a little rebellious, bringing in some sudden and unexpected changes, and freedom. Freedom is a big keyword for Aquarius. On Wednesday, the 20th of January, we have Mars, the warrior and planet of energy and action, connecting with Uranus, the great awakener. Now, this is a big deal because Mars likes to activate things, and Uranus is high-strung anyway. It's high electric energy. And last week, if you remember, Uranus went back to direct motion. Okay, we had a new moon conjuncting Pluto, powerful Pluto, on Tuesday, and I believe it was Thursday that Uranus turned back to direct motion at 6 degrees of Taurus. So it's still sitting at 6 degrees. It's although it's direct, it's not really moving that quickly because it's a very slow moving planet. So the energies of Uranus right now are intensified, and Uranus again rules freedom, unexpected changes, redirections. It rules the God mind energy. It rules scientific endeavors. It rules rebellion and revolution. It rules change, progressive change. And now Mars is coming up to activate that on Wednesday. On Friday, Mars is continuing to move on to make a challenging square to Jupiter, who is in Aquarius. And Jupiter rules our belief systems, but he also rules the expansion principle. So it's interesting that first he's connecting with Uranus on Wednesday, then he's challenging or squaring Jupiter on Friday. This is part of a configuration that is setting something off. It's setting something into motion. It's activating something. And Jupiter in the mix here is making it bigger. So whatever change, unexpected happenings, redirections, freedom situations, unexpected situations, revolution, rebellion, independence, whatever's happening here is something that Jupiter is expanding and making bigger. And again, this Aquarius energy and Taurus energy, because Uranus and Mars is both in Taurus, which rules personal resources, rules our values, our personal resources, our money, our finances. And Jupiter again in that sign of Aquarius. By the way, Aquarius is the natural ruling sign of Uranus, so there's a connection there as well. But Uranus is what is best for the collective? How can we make everyone on the same kind of level or playing field here? How can we do something that's for the good of all, for the good of humanity, that creates a sense of equality amongst people? How can we serve other people? How can we help the group mind, the collective mind? So I'll be interested to see what Mars activates. It might be something that appears a little challenging because Mars and Uranus is highly unpredictable at best. And Jupiter, as I said, likes to expand the energies, but I feel like whatever is happening, and again, we might look to a political or collective, level, as well as a personal level in your own lives, but whatever's happening might at first appear or feel challenging, but I feel like it's initiating or activating something that in the long run is going to be in our highest and best interest. And then on Saturday the 23rd, we have the Sun, which at the beginning of the week went into Aquarius, and now it's in a conjunction or connection with Saturn, also in Aquarius. Now, Saturn rules karmic lessons, delays, restrictions, limitations. He's known as the teacher of karmic lessons, the teacher of lessons. And he also rules structure, form, responsibility, and manifestation, as well as the third dimension, third dimensional time, third dimensional reality. But the Sun is highlighting something here. And even though Saturn is known as the teacher of lessons or Lord of Karma, I feel like it's helping to manifest, because Saturn's also a manifester, it's helping to manifest the entrance into the Aquarian age. Okay, we had that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction on December 21st, winter solstice of 2020, initiating or activating or bringing in, the new beginning of the Aquarian age, fully moving us into that. And the Sun now on the 23rd is highlighting that Saturn energy in Aquarius. So I feel like it's highlighting something good. I feel like there might be something on a collective level regarding authority figures, because Saturn rules authority. and it rules politics. And the sun also rules masculine authority. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something with authority figures in the collective that is going on, that's highlighted, that's happening. But again, the sun is shining its light upon something, and I feel like this is the beginning of the manifestation of where we want to go. I don't feel like it's going to happen this week necessarily, right? Because we're in just the beginning of this new year of 2021. But it's going to shine its light on this idea of manifesting something for the good of the collective, manifesting a long-term benefit that might be off in the distance a little bit, regarding humanity as a whole. Now, it could also highlight something to do with technology or scientific breakthrough, or again, political authority matters. So it'll be interesting to see how everything plays out this week. So let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides. And the first card here, okay, is Pluto and transformation. Isn't that interesting? Because I think a lot of these special intention pendants had Scorpio and or Pluto energies. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio. So here we have this idea of transformation going on. Now, Pluto is the planet of power and control. It's the planet of death and rebirth. It's the planet of transformation and regeneration and transmuting lower vibrational energies. Pluto rules, mythologically speaking, rules the underworld. So it rules our subconscious, right? So we're digging down deep into our subconscious and we're rooting something out to transform it. Okay, again, old subconscious patterns, and whether they be subconscious patterns within your psyche or subconscious patterns within the collective of humanity, there's a transformation process that's happening. And they're reminding me, our angels and guides are reminding me that we had that new moon in Capricorn last Tuesday that conjunct Pluto. It was with Pluto. Pluto was with that new moon. So it was a powerful new beginning of transformation, a powerful new beginning of a transformation cycle. And so I feel like this is part of that message as well. And you can see this woman is holding, if I can move my thumb out of the way there, she's holding like a butterfly, or a butterfly is sitting on her hand. It's a black butterfly, you know, again, kind of that scorpionic, Plutonian shadow side of the ego. But butterflies are about transformation. Butterflies are about new birth. So again, we're birthing a transformation in our lives. We're giving birth to something new by spreading our wings and rising above the shadow energy of the ego, or the subconscious, or the collective energy of the shadow that's going on. And we're coming into this time of inner and external transformation. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. Now, the next card came out as two cards came out together. So the first of those two cards is kind of very Plutonian and Scorpionic as well. It's release, surrender, and purge. Those are all, well, maybe not surrender, but release and purge is definitely keywords of Pluto. Pluto is about releasing and letting go, purging, transforming, transmuting. The surrender piece is a little bit of a Neptune keyword. So here again, strong transformation energies, release, surrender, let go, purge. And we have this woman dressed in white. Now it's interesting that we go from a woman with the Pluto card dressed in black, the shadow, right? The psyche, secrets, what's hidden underneath. Now this woman is dressed in white, higher soul self, the highest of the spiritual realms, the angelic realm, right? If we release, let go, purge, transmute. And you can see that her white dress starts to turn into this dress of water. She's got like water, it looks like, beneath her, and it looks like the bottom part of her dress is kind of watery. And water is the emotions. So we're releasing old emotions. We're purging old emotions from the emotional body level. We're surrendering lower energies that we no longer need. We're letting them flow. And one thing too is to not hide your emotions, not suppress your emotions. You should be aware of them, aware of your feelings, aware of what they are, You know, trying to kind of go into the subconscious and figure out, where does this fear come from? Where does this depression or anger come from? And then to allow it to transmute, surrender it and allow it to dissipate. Just like water, you know, water flows, water dissipates, water, you know, is very fluid. And so we need to be fluid also with the emotions. Although we need to feel them, be aware of them, understand them, we also need to allow them to be released and transmuted if they're not in our highest and best interest to hang on to anymore. So the card that came out with that, let's see what that one is. Ooh, I love it. Assistance, spirit guides. So we definitely have assistance from the higher realms, which is interesting because remember that Uranus is kind of a key player this week. Uranus just turned back to direct motion last Thursday. You're connecting with Mars on Wednesday the 20th. And Uranus rules that higher dimensional energy, the God mind energy, that higher mental realm. And although this card represents the higher spiritual realm here, with assistance from our angels, assistance from our guides, assistance from even our higher soul self, if we call upon all of these higher beings, these higher light beings, including the healers of the light, shamans of the light, ancestors of the light, they will assist us in that transformation, in that release, in that purge that those first two cards mention, okay? It's interesting that we're in a new moon cycle, which is about new growth, planting new seeds, setting new intentions. It's not a full moon cycle. Normally you'd see transformation, release, purge in a full moon cycle. But I think because that new moon we had was with Pluto, and I think that with some of the astrological energies that we've had since that new moon, some of which are mentioned this week, I feel like we're still in this kind of healing, releasing of old third dimensional energies, old lower energies, and we're being assisted from those of the highest vibration of light. And they're saying even our star brothers and sisters of the highest vibration of light are coming in to assist. And you can call upon any or all of those wonderful light beings to assist you in this process, to assist you in moving forward, to assist you in understanding what you need to understand on a psychological or spiritual level, to assist you in making the right decisions for yourself and taking the right actions to move in the right direction for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at the last card here. Okay, the last card. Ooh, present, abundant, gratitude. So we're being asked to be in the present moment. You know, Uranus is very futuristic oriented. Aquarius is very futuristic oriented, and it's not that we can't have a vision of the future. It's not that we can't work towards some goal that we see in our mind or feel in our heart. But one of the tricks of manifesting the future of our dreams, hopes, and wishes is to have gratitude in the present moment for what's around us, for who's around us, for the blessings that are around us. So it's kind of a fine dance between being in the present moment and sending out intentions for what it is we want to create in the future. But this is reminding us that through meditation, through being out in nature, which helps to ground us in the present moment, through other spiritual exercises that may help us to focus in the present moment, that through all of this and through our gratitude for, again, the blessings that we have now, those people that are in our lives, the job we have, the home we have, whatever that might be for you as far as the blessings that you have right now, that's going to help in the long run with this whole transformation process that's occurring right now. And part of this transformation process is just on a collective level of assisting us in transforming our mind, body, and energy field from one of a lower vibration, third dimensional energy vibration, to a higher, fifth and above dimensional vibration. Okay? So again, be in the present moment and show gratitude for what you have, because that creates more abundance. Okay, let's see what the special message card is for each of you depending on your stone of choice. So for those of you that chose the snowflake, obsidian, Special message for snowflake obsidian people. This one's sticking up as I open my eyes. I had my eyes closed. All right, and so for this one we have accountability. Accountability. And it says at the bottom, responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. Well, that's very Saturn-like, okay? Again, we have the sun with Saturn on Saturday the 23rd. It feels very Saturn-like to talk about accountability and responsibility. So again, responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. So be responsible for yourself. Be responsible for your direction. Be responsible for your own joy, your own health. Be responsible for your own awareness, spiritual awareness. And it doesn't mean to not pay attention to others. And in fact, by being responsible to yourself, your health, your well-being, your joy, your happiness, etc., it's actually, again, just as the word says, it's being accountable, but it also then assists you in caring for or being there for or being a support for other people, because you need to take care of yourself when the time calls for it. If you need more rest, if you need more sleep, if you need more alone time, whatever it is that you need for your own health and well-being, that actually ends up helping others, because then you are more present. You are more in the present moment. You are able to give more time, more energy to other people when first you're accountable to yourself. And she's carrying a basket. It looks like almost a basket of rocks on her back. That's kind of indicative to me of the 10 of, is it wands in the traditional tarot, where somebody's carrying a big heavy sack or load on their back and feeling a little overwhelmed or feeling a little bit overburdened, feeling like there's a lot of responsibilities that they're carrying. And we also have this kind of a signpost over here, and it looks like it has many different signpost directions here that she can go to. Feel like, she's at kind of this crossroads, right? You might be at a crossroads where you have to make some sort of decision. You have to be accountable and responsible for what choices and decisions you're getting ready to make, okay? And so make them carefully. Don't rush into it unless the universe kind of, does it for you, basically. Sometimes the universe helps us make the decision by throwing us into something. But if you can, take some time, I feel like, and make the decision wisely. Be responsible. There also looks like there's a flock of birds over here, which can mean messages, right? Messages are coming, information is coming. Pay attention to the signs that the universe is giving you, because that's going to help you to make this decision and take the right direction for yourself. Okay? All right. The number 19 also, you can see down there, the number 19 is a karmic number. So the karmic number 19 is about learning to stand on your own 2 feet and be independent and be self-sufficient, while at the same time asking for help when needed, allowing other people to support you and gift you and assist in any way that they can. Learning to ask for help. Okay, so it's kind of this, again, a weird balance between being responsible for yourself but allowing other people to help you at the same time. All right, the special message card for those that chose the amber. So let's go ahead and give this a little shuffle here. Amber people, special message for amber. Okay, as I open my eyes, hello, now I'm kind of caught up here. This one was the first one. Sometimes I second guess myself. I shouldn't do that. So this was the first one that caught my eye, and it says key to intimacy, and it says intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Isn't that interesting? So the number 21 adds up to a 3 if we add those digits together, and the 3 is all about our perceptions. It's about expansion into a higher belief, higher thoughts, paying attention to our belief systems and perceptions and how we think, right? So it's about learning to think glass half full rather than glass half empty, learning to think and believe in the most positive, having that kind of positive affirmations as opposed to like negative subconscious pattern mindsets. So here we're talking about this intimacy and relationship and love and whatnot, and whether this be in romantic relationship, family, friendship, or just with your own self, right? Because so many of us are learning to love, respect, and nurture ourselves. That's really the key. That's where it all starts, right? So again, the end here, how it talks about learning what love is not, a journey of learning of what love is not. So I feel like that's very important. Is love overpowering? No. Is love domineering? No. Is love controlling? No. Is love disrespectful? No. So, ask yourself some very important questions. Again, whether this love is within family, friendship, romantic, yourself. Are you giving yourself the love that you seek from others? Love is nurturing. Love is kind. Love is patient, right? It makes me think of a kind of a, I don't know, it's not a sign, but I have this thing on my wall, it's not really a picture, but on my wall it says, love is patient, love bears all things, love is kind, love hopes, love believes, love endures all things. So it just made me think of that thing I have on my wall. So what is love? And then are you allowing that love to come to you from those people that can give that love truly and authentically? And if you're in situations and relationships where these energies of kindness and support and respect and patience is not there, then you have to take a second look and realize what love is not, okay? And then give yourself what true love is so that you can draw and attract to you other people that will give you what that true love is. And there probably is a lot of you out there that this is relating to romantic relationships, because this does talk about intimate love, key to intimacy. So, right now, as I'm saying this, there's a shakeup of the collective in regards to the old way, the third dimensional patriarchal system, right? Where the masculine, not the divine masculine, but the masculine forces have been in a lower place, basically. And it is not about love there. It's about control and fear. And I think that as the collective is being shaken up on this larger scale, it's shaking things up with the masculine forces within the individuals on the planet. And so some of us are, and we all have a divine masculine side and we all have a divine feminine side, but I feel like this shakeup is affecting our interpersonal relationships, because what's happening on a collective level, we feel on a personal level, even if we can't really make the connection that what events and situations are happening out there on the collective are energies that affect us, because we're all interconnected. And so a lot of us are moving through old emotions, old thoughts, old beliefs. It's stirring things up and maybe creating a little bit of challenges in some of our interpersonal relationships. But it's as the healing is taking place on the collective, so the healing is taking place on the personal. So as the healing is taking place on the personal, the healing is taking place on the collective. So I just, wanted everybody to know that there's a connection there with all of that. All right. So for those of you that chose the aqua aura pendant, special message for aqua aura. Okay, open my eyes. This one stands out, obviously. And we have confusion. And it says at the bottom, growth hurts, heals, and harnesses away through the uncertainty. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses away through the uncertainty. So it's like a process here. And we have what looks like a man lying on a beach next to the ocean. There's thunder clouds, dark clouds, lightning on the ocean, very Uranian. The lightning is Uranus. Uranus rules lightning. The dark clouds are Plutonian, transformation. The ocean, water, very healing. He's lying on the beach, which is earth, right? Which is very grounding. He's got a light on top of his solar plexus, which is his center of personal power, confidence, courage, owning his own authority. And it looks like he's just in a very restful, healing, surrendering kind of mode. He's allowing this healing to take place. He's allowing the thunderclouds to pass. He's allowing the energy of change from the lightning on the ocean of the emotions there to bring healing through the very depth of his being. And he's just being still. He's just being still, and he's allowing. He's being aware of what's happening. He's surrendering to what's happening. He's being receptive and allowing to the healing that's occurring. He's highlighting his solar plexus chakra to take back his power. But again, he's not doing anything active about taking back his power. He's just surrendering to the divine. He's surrendering to the angelic assistance. He's surrendering to the ancestors to assist and help. And some of that is surrendering to the elements. Again, we have air, what's up here in the sky. We've got fire, the lightning. We've got water, the ocean. We got sand, the earth. So all of the elements are at play here in this card. And although it says it's about confusion, I feel like this is you allowing healing to take place so that you can move out of confusion, right? I'm not sure that I like that it says growth hurts. Well, I guess it does sometimes, doesn't it? So I guess we have to, be real about that. Sometimes growth does hurt, but it also heals, like it says. And it also harnesses a way through the uncertainty and confusion, just like it says. So to surrender and allow this growth, as he's surrendering on the beach and allowing this healing to take place, as we surrender, we're going to allow ourselves to move through something, especially if we're calling in for assistance, which, I would always suggest that we do, calling in to those of the highest vibration of light to assist and help and guide us. So you will move beyond the confusion, whatever that might be about. You'll be able to come out the other side of that. All right, so I hope you all have enjoyed this weekly intuitive reading. Thank you so much for your love, your support, subscribing to my channel. I know a few of you had said that you tried to go onto my website where my weekly and monthly YouTube videos are also posted. You tried to subscribe to my channel through there, and there was a little bit of a bug or a kink there to work out. I think it's worked out now. So you can subscribe right on YouTube, or you can subscribe through my website. And to those of you that connect with me on Facebook, I'm on Colleen Lema. I'm on Sacred Soul Empowerment. I'm also on Empowered Voices with Kathy Munson, Psychic Medium, and we do Facebook Live every week, Tuesday, 5:30 to 6:30 Eastern Time, answering questions, doing little mini readings, if you will. I do a monthly video podcast with Kathy Munson through Empowered Voices, and a lot of other things, working on expanding a line of products, gem elixirs, gem essential oil sprays, and other spiritual tools that you can find on my website. So if you have any questions, please email me at colleen@sacredsoulempowerment.com. Again, thank you so much for your love and support. I'm sending you all lots of love and light and many, many angel blessings.